They just plug a hose up to their ass and it sucks it out.
I saw it's the shot that reminds me. So I'm wearing my sweet Savage as Fuck shirt.
It's a great shirt.
I think a fan sent it in because I came in. I think it got here like a day that I wasn't here. So I came into work a few weeks ago. I've been meaning to wear it, but I came into work and it was just sitting on my desk. I don't think there was a note or anything attached to it, and someone just said that it came for me. But it was funny because Millie was in the office that day, and I'm like, "Oh, sweet, a Savage as Fuck shirt. I'll wear that on the podcast." And Millie sees it and she goes, "Who's 10 now?" And she goes, "It's a pretty cool shirt. I'm not allowed to wear stuff like that at school." I'm like, "Yeah, you don't say." I couldn't wear a shirt of like somebody getting punched.
There's no freedom in that prison.
First Amendment, goddammit. I wonder how far down the curse spectrum you would have to go to make it acceptable for.
Darn!
I don't think.
Well, Savage, I think is fine. I think Savage is frick.
Yeah. I think that would.
Savage is fun.
Yeah, I think as F would still not be allowed.
For some reason, the word frick just doesn't hold the same.
Frick? No, it doesn't.
To it,
Yeah,
it doesn't.
But
Savage as
freaking idiot.
It's funny because I wore it today.
Frickhead.
I'll wear it on the podcast. It's funny.
Frick later.
So I brought tacos in this morning, as you may have seen and eaten. So we get to Torchy's. I'm like, I'm just gonna run in and get them. I get out of the car, I walk up to the front door, I'm at the door, and I grab the door and look down, I'm like, oh god damn it, and I'm wearing this stupid douchebag shirt, I'm like, fuck this, I'm not going in there, I'm not walking in the Torchy's with this shirt that's as savage as fuck.
Some family of 5 is in there.
Not only that, but
Mommy, what's wrong with him? He's savage as fuck.
Not only that, but unless I look like The Rock, they're not gonna get the joke. I'm not gonna be like, oh no, it's funny. I'm wearing it because it's a stupid shirt. I just look like an asshole. So I turn around to go
like this.
I turn around to go back to the car because I always have extra shirts. I'm like, I'm just gonna throw a shirt on it. As I turn around, like a 40-year-old guy's walking with his 5-year-old daughter, his 6-year-old daughter.
Well, she can't read. It's fine.
Yeah, but I'm not worried about her bitching about it. So as I'm walking back to the car, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I'm just like scratching my face like this as I walk by.
Oh, great. So instead he thinks you're a meth head.
Yeah, that's fine, dude.
Whatever,
that's fine.
yeah. At least he doesn't know it.
Yeah.
If you see that shirt, you know they're a douchebag.
Nice daughter. You want to sell her?
Don't look at my shirt. What?
Why would meth heads
Meth heads buy children all the time.
They're the ones that sell them.
They're worse than lots of meth dealers.
5-year-olds make great meth.
They do.
Don't know if you know that.
They don't take the product.
Do you mean as they cook it or as an ingredient?
No.
Both.
Okay.
Yes.
They resell.
skin
It's like
flakes.
people who buy
they scratch
houses,
into it.
make them over, and then
They
sell
flip
them again. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Gotcha.
flipping the kid.
So we had I'll just throw this out there. We had a special guest, and still do, in the office right now. Filmed some fibage this morning while Ryan's picking up his jump. This is the signal. This is the.
Here I come.
This is the head.
Flag him down.
Should I take my seat?
No,
Or
no,
you
no,
just
no,
join?
no,
He's
no,
looking
no,
in.
you can
Pull it up.
There you go.
You're just gonna sit in the back.
Your posture would be too good if you're back
How
there.
awkward that spot is. That's amazing.
It's definitely not meant for a seat, but
Don't mind me, boys.
Avery wears it well.
Here, I'll come up here.
Oh, sure.
Hey guys.
Oh, Avery, welcome.
I'm Avery.
Would you like to introduce yourself and
I'm in.
crap you do?
You want a beer?
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, I'll take a beer.
Yeah, go for it. Try to spill it everywhere like Jeremy.
All right.
There you go.
I'm in.
Nope.
Yep,
To the
there
left.
we go. You don't
There you
want that
go.
one. This
Yeah,
tastes like
that
crap.
one. There you go.
Okay.
That's the golden one.
Yeah, this one tastes a little off.
We run on a budget here. We can't get them all to work.
Nailed it.
Oh,
Perfect.
yeah.
You nailed it. That is a classic.
A little bit of foam on that one.
I think I
Just a
did
little.
that as well as it could have been done.
you know.
Thank you. Hey guys, is this table backwards?
Yeah,
you noticed
did
it
you
too.
mention
You
that?
noticed it.
See, maybe here you'll notice our lovely
So
brand
embarrassed.
that we got. It's supposed to be that logo right
Matches.
there behind you.
Man, it looks exactly
You see
like
this
it.
right here? This
Didn't-
is what we were promised.
Didn't quite work out that well.
Oh,
but,
It,
but like a you
Your
know,
neighbor, State Farm, is there.
that's not where I was going.
brought
but
to you by-
Listen, Jeremy, you love your child no matter what it comes out looking like. Okay,
Right.
and that's
Unless
the
it's this
theory
one.
of this table.
That's not accurate. I'll throw them over a bridge if they're weird enough.
Well, this table's heavy though, so
Yeah.
good luck.
Like anytime a special guest is coming in, it's always along the lines of either they're gonna have a lot of fun or this is going to actually hurt them.
Well, we have the 5-minute conversation of do we clean up?
Sometimes.
Did you guys have that conversation
No, we-
before I
we
came?
do.
I imagine it's a lot faster than 5 minutes, and it
Well,
always ends with no.
See, you had the unfortunate timing to come right after our anniversary stream where we just literally dumped a gallon of whipped cream on the floor.
But we clean that up.
Yeah, on the floor.
And well,
Look, he got to the floor
a little bit
eventually.
got on Jeremy's face.
A little, yeah.
Gavin caked him basically. He
Yeah.
laid down
wait.
flat on the ground and like poo emoji'd his face with whipped cream.
The entire can of whipped cream. It's a lot in there. There's a large can.
Is that the same time as that he hit
That
the,
was
he hit the-
shortly thereafter,
Okay.
which is I don't even think Ryan's heard it yet. We filmed a recording.
Oh, you should play that.
filmed
Yeah.
Just for
recording?
the,
I
for
think
the audio.
it adds.
I don't even know if they'd be able to hear it. You think they would?
I think it
Yeah,
adds that the
put it on
video
speaker.
froze.
the video
You can
froze.
only hear.
Well, that's
it.
why we should play it. Too.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, there's no video to this. It's just audio because my camera froze
It's
while
Crazy.
recording it. So I'm gonna just play the audio right into the mics here.
Oh.
Steve.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So Gavin calls this one
All right.
the whipped
name's
cream.
Gavin Free.
Yeah,
The whipped cream Happy Gilmore.
wait for it. We couldn't hear that. Hefty
cream
impact,
Happy Gilmore.
and then smashing glass.
What did he hit?
Shatter.
He hit the whipped cream with the
Don't
golf
worry
club.
about it, Ryan.
What shattered?
It was nothing of yours.
Something.
It was one of the picture frames.
was a picture
Yeah.
frame.
in the,
Yeah.
in the cube. It was just glass.
Yeah.
Just glass.
Just get some sand, make some more.
There's this kid I wasn't a huge fan
Maybe
of
the
in
next
high school.
nodule.
So
You killed him.
we went to his
But did you film it?
we went to his locker
Did.
Good.
because like he was in the marching band, so he had his own locker like in the music room. So we went to his locker and we took a spray can of Axe body spray and
With ya?
stuck it in his locker, and then grabbed. Must have just been like a sharp rock or something that we found
You guys in
outside.
Boston just beating the shit out of
You
each other.
started with axe spray and then me find rock.
It's sharp
We're like-
rock.
Yeah.
We
Real
want to break.
In
extremes
Enhanced
of
rock.
preparedness for this.
We want to break this open, essentially. So we found like some rock outside or something. Went to his locker and crammed the rock in, but it perfectly. The rock went in there, but nothing was coming out yet. And at this moment, we realized, well, it's pressurized.
It's a bomb.
This is we fucked
We
up.
made a bump.
Yeah, we have fucked up. So
I fucked up now.
we have fucked up now. So we tried to
Me fuck
position
up.
it in the corner of the door in the hopes that if we slammed the locker, it would dislodge the rock.
Hopefully not dehead him.
No. So we sat it down,
Kappa
and my
was
friend
detained.
opened the door, and then went like 3, 2, and then the rock fired out of the thing.
Someone
hit
died.
me in the chest,
Oh,
and the
God.
entire can blew open in his locker.
Right in your eyeballs.
So as soon as he heard the thing go off, he slammed it closed, and we ran out. About 4 hallways down in my high school, which was giant, reeked of Axe. And
bet.
you could not get close
Well,
to
that's a-
ground
that's a
zero.
normal
like
high
it
school
was
group.
just like the closer you got, you had to be like, oh! It was so brutal.
it's like a radiation
Great.
zone. Your eyes start to water. You
Yeah.
can't breathe anymore.
That guy learned to
And did
not
they
be
ever
not liked
discover
by
the
us.
great axe bandits of
God.
Ops
No,
2? What
no,
are we talking here?
no. We used to fuck around like that all
There was
the
a
time.
lot of people going, "Hey!" in the hallway.
They're
Whoa,
like,
whoa, who did this?
whoa.
Hey!
We used to do shit like that all the time. We stole. I mean,
I've heard
whatever.
countless
What? You
stories,
found?
Jeremy.
Yeah.
You found something.
We found
Tactically.
in our chemistry lab this little thing of hydrochloric acid.
Sure.
And then we
Start throwing it on each other.
so
And
we,
you get a sharp rock.
we put it in a water bottle, and we had heard that it doesn't like tin.
You'd
Or
heard?
skin.
Yeah.
You attended an
eyes.
occasional
So we
class.
took some tin foil.
I also like that
and
it's
balled
a
it up.
person.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
like
It doesn't
it.
like
At what point
like-
do they
it doesn't
stop
get along
teaching
with it,
people
yeah.
like this?
So-
He's rude to tin.
I've heard
Balled up.
countless stories of Jeremy just fucking with his friends. I don't know how you guys call each other friends.
Oh no!
what you
Well,
do.
this
That's
wasn't
a
fucking-
Boston
This
friend.
was
That's
just
right
us
there.
messing around. This wasn't to get anybody. We just put hydrochloric acid in a water bottle, and then we
drink
took
this.
some tin foil and put it in there, and capped it up. And we were standing again in the band hallway, and we just hated that place, I guess.
As you do.
And we're
Hated
by
it
one
so
of the
much we
exit
hung
doors.
out there all the time.
School just got out, so
With
people are
explosives.
like leaving, going to their cars, and driving home and stuff. And we're
Have a
standing by the
safe
door,
evening.
and I'm like, "Oh, I thought this stuff was supposed to react, but you know, whatever." I was like talking to my friend, and I look down, and the bottle's now about this big, and it's filled with white smoke because it has started reacting. And in about 2 seconds, I kicked the door open to the outside and threw the bottle out of the school. Landed just in the middle of a small field.
Inches from
Everybody's
children.
walking to their cars. fairly close to people.
It's one of those idyllic scenes where everybody's like having a picnic.
Yeah,
and, like,
one of
talking
the-
with
You
food.
threw it into a Norman Rockwell painting.
It was one of the loudest explosions I've heard in a long time.
Oh my
Not
God.
even in his life.
Yeah,
a long time. It was the
It's
last
been a
thing I
while.
heard in a week.
It's been a while.
Since the week after in the band hallway.
No, yeah, so then that went off. White smoke everywhere. People walking to their cars. I mean, it was essentially a terrorist attack.
Essentially, I like that.
My friend showed up one time at a park. That
I'm not a scientist, man.
A park.
Please.
It's like this big field that used to be used for like military training or something, but it was all open now. So we were over in there and we're just hanging out. And my friend shows up and he goes, "Guys, I made a stink bomb. I made my own."
No.
Which means he took a piece of paper, 8x10, some fuse he had because his dad had a lot of fireworks, which were illegal. in
shat it.
He
Massachusetts,
shit into a
whatever.
piece of paper.
Gunpowder.
Going there, yeah.
Gunpowder from shotgun shells.
Yeah.
Sure,
in there.
it's Massachusetts.
And then cat hair. That was his stink bomb.
Well, any hair really.
All right,
is
you know.
gonna-
And,
the air doesn't smell good.
Oh no, I think
Word.
one
Doesn't smell
gunpowder, one from a shotgun shell, and then like stuff from fireworks.
So
like,
it's only
he'd taken
one
out.
shotgun shell.
But then like firework gunpowder as well. So then
Right.
he did that, folded it all up with the cat hair.
Then he also just put a gun in it
Right.
as well.
Folded up the
Folded
cat
up.
hair and left like, you know, that much fuse. And he's like, "Watch this." And he like kneels down over it and he starts lighting it. But he didn't realize that the fuse is like a quick time fuse.
Yeah.
Like you need like 5 feet of it to even get away, you know, in time. So he folds it all up. We're talking to each other, like watching him, like this isn't even gonna smell bad. He's gonna look like an idiot and all this stuff. And
In fact, it might spell great.
and he lights it. As soon as the fuse lights, it's essentially already gone off. It goes, and all we see
Right
is
this
him.
way.
We see him kneeling down, and then a pillar of smoke where his head should be on top of his shoulders, and green lights.
And he
coming
looks
out of
in
it.
his eyebrows
Was it
are
like
gone.
DBZ? Like you're waiting for the smoke to clear to see if his head was still
Yeah,
there?
exactly. And so like, yeah, he like backs on the smoke, and he looks at us and goes, "It didn't smell." And he had no eyebrows. So his eyebrows are totally gone. He just goes,
I almost lit a very big fire one time. When I was in high school, I used to do street performing where my buddy and I would juggle
What kind?
torches. We would like juggle
you
torches
really?
and
Like
stuff. Yeah.
actual flaming torches.
Yeah.
That's
flaming
awesome.
torches and stuff. And so when you're juggling torches, what you have is like a canister full of fuel, usually like lighter fluid or white gas or something like that. And you dip the torch into it. You dip all 3 torches and you light them up, right? Sometimes one will go out too soon, and then you'll be holding the torches, and you have to re-dip this one. So my buddy Alex, who I was doing it with, had one hand with a lit torch, one hand with an unlit torch. And he was going to dip it, and I asked him a question, and he dipped the wrong one.
"Oh!"
And then we just have a column of fire, and just like 100 terrified spectators in the middle of the street.
Now that's
So
what
he-
I call performance.
Yeah. So he panics, and he, I think his thinking was that he was going to upturn it and like trap, so there's no
Oh,
air.
no.
"Oh no,
But
no!"
it's
It's
Not what
liquid.
happens. That's not what happens. What he created was a lake of fire. It just fell out of the ground, and there was just fire everywhere. And so we panic and we start trying to stomp it out and like hit it with our bag, and then just our bag and shoes are on fire. What we realize is like it's on the sidewalk. Nothing's gonna burn. It'll just burn off in a second, and it did. But it was terrifying.
That's
It was
horrifying.
pretty terrifying.
Oh, look who showed up.
Gavin, you want to stump? You want to tag in?
Jeremy and his friends.
Jeremy just finished a 55-minute rant about
Yeah.
everything he burned down.
Blew up and killed and
Thanks, little Jay.
Yeah, no problem.
He's actually fleeing the authorities right
Yeah.
now. This is the last
he's like,
time
I
I'm
just
seeing
realized
Jeremy.
that case is still open. I gotta go.
I gotta go drink some silver nitrate. I'll see you
Yeah, I
guys later.
gotta rub this on my skin and step
How you
into the
doing?
Texas sun.
Messed that one up.
I think everyone
Yeah,
has
we're
so
all-
far.
we're
Seems
not
to be
having a good
100%. Yeah.
I think there's something wrong with the tap.
I mean, I'll give it to you. The tap needs to be fixed so there's not so much foam. That doesn't explain everyone overflowing it and pouring it everywhere. Just stop.
The head is bigger.
So stop.
You judge it wrong.
You just, as it's filling up, go, oh, I should stop filling it up. But it's like, nah, it'll fix itself. Oh, it overflowed
Hey
everywhere.
guys, it's fucked.
Look at this guy.
It's fucked.
Draco putting Gavin to shame. Do a little swims this weekend, Gavin? You've yet to fucking answer me. You know, just saying.
Whoa.
You want to
know?
commit?
Whoa.
He's calling you out right now.
It's like I texted Meg, I texted you. I got no responses from anybody. Like, are
You
we
heard it here
swimming?
first. Can't go.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. It's just like I'm glad I had to grill you on a live podcast to get an answer out of
But
you.
make sure you
What's
text
wrong?
it to him too.
What's wrong
to
with
make
your
sure it's
phone?
official.
Did you pay your phone bill?
I mean, there's some sweat on it right now.
Yeah. But what about last night when you didn't answer me? Was there sweat on it then, or?
He was gonna have to go outside to text you back.
I feel like whenever I get home,
Interesting.
I lob my phone somewhere and I like to forget it.
It's funny. I feel like that too.
When you do it or when I do it?
Yeah. Text me later. I'll let you know. Oh, I never heard from you
I'll
last
get that in
night.
the morning.
Yeah, my evenings are like, it's like, man, it's so quiet. My phone's blowing up. In the other room. You gotta have time away from the phone. It's something I've decided.
Great point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Just answer my goddamn questions. That's all.
All right. There you go.
Meg went on like an adventure yesterday.
She did.
Yeah, I thought maybe you could elaborate.
He
on
likes
that
to
or
get home and
mention
just like
something, but-
toss Megan.
Well, I was saying, yeah.
He also
yeah.
just tosses
I
his
texted
attention
her first.
away.
I texted Meg. She didn't answer me, and I'm like, wow, Meg, just fucking sitting at home doing nothing. Can't answer my phone call. Let me check Twitter. Oh, she was like river rafting or something. She did
Paddleboarding.
paddleboarding
What is
for
that?
like.
Is that you stand on it?
I have no
I
idea.
think you stand on
Yeah.
Oh, is that
It's
what
like
it
a
is?
a long surfboard, and then you
It's
just
like
went,
punting
like,
with an oar.
8 miles or something though.
punting with an oar.
Well, I mean, you know,
Should we go
you're
punch?
kind
Gavin
of
says to
gliding.
me, damn, my girlfriend I live with did what?
Grill her for the
That
distance.
sounds amazing.
Grill her. I checked her fucking Twitter. By the way, so Jeremy's like a serial killer, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I was glad when he left.
Yeah.
it's
I'm sorry you had to
dangerous.
sit next to him. That was I didn't realize he would do that.
Yeah.
He went off, man. He kind of unhinged a little bit.
On murder?
We're learning so much
he
about
left those
I mean,
out,
he was
but-
basically a terrorist.
Based on he
murder.
called himself a terrorist. He
did.
said I was a terrorist.
Which was, I was the whole time he's telling the story. He's like, I'm gonna call him a terrorist. And he's like, I'm a terrorist. I'm like, damn it, he stole my joke.
Yeah. It turned out to be fact.
So what? Did you just have a pyro phase?
Just
or what?
like, yeah, his whole life apparently is the phase. He's like, you know, when you're hanging out with your friends
his
and you're
whole
blowing
life.
them up, you know, and you're killing them.
No, last
Yeah.
week.
You know,
when
you're
I,
singeing them and they're dying
You
and
go out
they're
in the woods
screaming.
and you're burning bodies.
You know, when you're
and
hanging out with the crazy guy
running
and the
from
bears, and it's funny, right?
Did he film it?
No,
God,
this,
I
was
have
before the
so
filming.
many-
this is
Yeah.
back in
I
the
would.
day.
I mean, I have
for him.
videos of me when I was 11 and 12, like lighting my legs on fire.
Can't all be you, huh?
No.
I just,
He
I
would
just
be
can't
like-
look at that stuff.
Is it on
It's like, I could
VHS
be.
or-
I had an LG
Betamax.
chocolate in
I ate
it.
2012.
Nice.
Okay.
Did you not ever have like any video cameras as a kid? That you make videos?
As a
with
kid, fuck no. I had when I was like 14 or something, I got a really shitty like kids camera that had to be plugged into the VCR and it filmed directly onto the VHS tape.
Ah,
And I used to
like
shoot
a
some.
broadcast camera.
I used to shoot some shit in my backyard because I'd like drag out my TV and my VCR, put it in the backyard, and then like we'd run around.
Got a
and just-
VCR on your back.
Dude, I used to. we
Like a
filmed.
proton
A
pack.
long,
great.
yeah, a
We-
long
we-
extension
You're filming
cable.
and it runs out and
We
starts
were
rewinding.
filming shit. We were filming shit, and it was all like nothing, just like stupid movies in our heads that we never finished once. But there was shit where like I had a pool growing up, it's like an above ground pool, and we filmed somebody jumping into the pool. But for the film, we wanted it in slow motion. So the way we filmed it in slow motion was we filmed it. Then we played it on one VCR in slow motion and recorded it
Nice.
on another
Man.
VHS.
And that's exactly what
That's
Gavin
the
does to this
So
day.
that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
We had did you guys ever have After Dark screensavers?
Yeah.
After Dark was just like a set of a bunch of screensavers that you could put on your computer, and one of them was like you could put a little text block and it would like bounce around the thing. So when I was making videos as a kid, I would always put my titles into the After Dark and then film the computer. But it was all because of the
Nice.
scanning. Like it would
He'd have to
you would
follow it,
see,
yeah.
Just gives it an extra something
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
title,
yeah.
a little pizzazz.
Yeah.
That homely feeling that we're
That
all
homely
looking
feeling.
for.
Yeah, it was like you're just filming it and then you
You're not leaving it.
That was like an actual department in movies back in the day, though, where there'd be a department just for 24 FPS. I spit 24 FPS screens, like CRT screens, so they didn't act all crazy
to
on
get a-
24 frames a second film. That doesn't exist anymore. That was the past.
Yeah.
And this is the now.
Yeah, I had
Why
a...
isn't that an issue anymore?
Well, because you can just change the scan rate of it. I mean, it's usually green screen now. You just show green.
Is
and then
film
replace
still
it with
24 frames?
Lame.
Well, it's whatever
I'm
you want. But
curious.
yeah, for a movie, yeah.
Why is that? Why not up it to 30 or 60 now?
Laziness.
Because it
Just some guy doesn't want to work harder?
It looks like a soap opera.
Well, they did that in The Hobbit, and everybody
Yeah.
fucking hated it.
They went even
It's true.
further. That was like 48. That was double.
Yeah, and people were like, "I love it."
I love those
No, they
GoPro
don't.
segments
Doesn't
they
feel like a
winged in
movie
there.
anymore.
Really?
I can't believe they shot
shoved some
of the Hobbit
GoPro
on
in it.
GoPro.
Wonder how much GoPro
that
gave
true?
them.
Yeah,
to
the
do
bit
that.
where they're like on the barrels floating
Yeah.
down the river. Remember that bit? There's like
No,
footage of the
the
camera
very
going
bit.
underwater.
I saw the first two movies, didn't even care.
Dude,
to see
there's
the
like
third one.
17 hours of that movie.
It's
How would you remember
so
one
fucking
scene?
long.
It is
I
really
just
long.
remember watching it, just like this is a was that GoPro?
And then they did it
GoPro
again.
Well, Peter Jackson, what are you doing with GoPros in The Hobbit? It's almost insulting. It's like you want The Hobbit to be filmed on a camera that costs more than $400.
Yeah.
Most of it was, obviously. But.
There's a handy cam.
You know those.
Well,
Sorry,
no,
go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say I heard Peter Jackson. He actually had a camera. He plugged it into a VCR,
Yeah.
and he pointed. He pointed
It was
at
in a
the
barrel
film
floating
there.
right
Yeah.
behind the other
He had one
barrel.
of those jog wheels where you could nudge the frame.
And they had the actual rig that they used for the film, and it's basically like a helmet. But God fucking damn it! Look at this.
Even better than the last time.
Yeah. So it's essentially like a mask almost that they wear, and like the camera is like attached like right below the eye, and then there's one on the back of the head. And all of there was like 17 stunt performers, like